The Bitcoin halving is the biggest crypto event that happens once every 4 years. And I'm going to tell you guys how I plan to make 7, if not 8 figures utilizing this super important time. So unless you've been living under a rock, you've probably heard that the Bitcoin halving is happening in less than 10 days. That's a tongue twister. Bitcoin halving is happening. I guess it's not. Maybe I'm just stupid. Anyways, everybody's been talking about it. Everybody's been asking me what's my personal strategy, if they should buy crypto before, if they should wait till after it, what I personally think. So in this entire video, I'm going to break down exactly what the Bitcoin halving is. I'm going to tell you guys what I think personally is going to happen with the Bitcoin halving that's happening in less than 10 days. And also, I'm going to tell you guys my plan on how I plan to utilize this to make an insane amount of money, the same way I was able to do it 4 years ago on the previous Bitcoin halving. So if you're excited for this video, stick through all the way to the end. Let's hop right into it. All right, so what the heck is the Bitcoin halving? I'm gonna give you guys a super simple explanation for all you people who are not really super techie or super nerdy or whatever like that, right? So Bitcoin halving is basically just the rewards that are getting paid out to the people that are mining Bitcoin, making Bitcoin, or kind of finding Bitcoin, not really making it, to the people that are finding Bitcoin is going to get cut in half, the rewards that are given out to them. So for example, imagine there's a tree that grows 100 apples, right? And in 2016, it was growing 100 apples every single year, right? But in 2020, because the halving happens every 4 years. In 2020, instead of it growing 100 apples every single year, now it's only growing 50 apples every single year. Vice versa, or kind of same thing when it goes to 2024. After another 4 years, it cuts that 50 in half. So now it's only growing 25 apples every single year. That's the same exact thing basically that's happening with Bitcoin. Now, the reason why this is so important and why it usually, according to data, causes Bitcoin to have a huge rally and make a bunch of money is because if this it's all about supply and demand. So if the demand stays the same, 100 people still need to eat apples, but every 4 years that gets cut down. So now the price of apples goes up because it used to make 100 apples and 100 people can eat. Now it makes 50 apples. So now 50 people got to pay more for those, or now 100 people have to pay or fight to pay more for those 50 apples. Another 4 years goes by, it's still 100 people that need apples, but it's only 25 being made every year because we cut that 50 in half after that 4-year period. So now it has to go up even more because the demand is staying the same, but the supply is going down, which causes the price of said asset to go up. So that's a quick kind of rundown of exactly what the Bitcoin halving is and why it's important as far as what it usually does to the price. Now, you guys have to understand my plan for this and kind of my thought process. Historically, if you look back on all the other Bitcoin halvings, basically what happens is that up until the Bitcoin halving is happening, it's kind of going in a slight uptrend. It's usually not at all-time highs, and I'll get into that a little bit later because Bitcoin currently is at all-time highs right now. But it's usually going on a slight uptrend. Then around that halving, it usually consolidates for a little bit and drops down drastically. Drastically as in like 20% or something like that, right? And then it'll consolidate for a little bit, for about a month or so, and then it has a huge rally to the upside. So Bitcoin's right here is going nice price. Bitcoin halving happens, drops down. A month later, like insane bull market to the top. That's literally what happens every single time when it comes to Bitcoin. And that's kind of my persona and how I'm trying to play it when it comes to any type of huge investments that I make right now. Obviously, I'm still buying a bunch of low cap coins and altcoins, but it's not even alt season yet. And I'll get into that later on inside the video because alt season always starts after the Bitcoin halving. Now, I have to give you guys this kind of warning, right? Just because this has happened the past 3 or 4 times doesn't mean it'll happen this time, because there's so many different variations and so many different things that are different this time when it comes to the Bitcoin halving. A couple of them are the fact that Bitcoin hit all-time highs before the halving happens. That's never happened before. So that's a variable that could change the outcome of what actually happens. The next thing is there's so much mass adoption when it comes to Bitcoin. You guys know we have the Bitcoin ETFs now, which causes a huge kind of supply shock or demand shock. That's why Bitcoin did hit all-time highs, because we had the ETFs come out, which increased the amount of demand, which in turn raises the price of Bitcoin. So we had those two things already. And there's so many other different things as far as these bigger names, these bigger institutions, these bigger companies all having huge interest in cryptocurrencies this time versus in 2020. So there's so many different things that are happening. So like I said, I have to give you guys this warning. Just because it's happened the past 4 times, this time is drastically different. because of a lot of different things kind of going on in the markets. It's also election year. So like realistically, I ain't gonna lie. It could either be super crazy or it could be super crazy. That's all I can say. Super crazy as in it goes up really high, super crazy as it goes to the side really high, or super crazy as it goes down low really high. I just covered every single possible prediction, and now I'm a fortune teller. Nah, but all jokes aside, that's why I'm kind of lenient as right now for my planning. I'm holding a lot of cryptocurrency right now. I'm not going to lie to you guys, like a very, very large amount of it. But currently, I'm not actively putting huge lump sums in. I'm still buying meme coins. I'm still buying these low cap utility AI coins, that kind of thing, because these are pumping and giving me 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 20, even 200 X's currently before the halving happens. But basically, my plan is to wait until the halving happens, see if we repeat that same cycle of having a nice sell-off to the downside, see if we get a little bit consolidation, and then I'll start loading up more bags. But as I mentioned earlier, alt season hasn't even started yet. Alt season is basically when these lower cap coins, I'm talking about like even Solana's, Optimisms, these meme coins and all that, that's when those usually pump. And those usually pump in alt season, which starts after the halving. They've been pumping recently a decent amount. Us inside CryptFi and stuff like that have been able to make a crazy amount of money. I had a 280x play that I sent out into CryptFi, which is basically my signals chat where I send out all of my crypto plays. We had a 280x. We recently had a 15x. Over the past week, the first week we launched CryptFi, we had over 1700% gain, which is absolutely freaking amazing. If y'all want to get all my crypto plays, there's a link for it inside the description down below. But like I'm saying, alt season hasn't even happened yet and alts are already going crazy. So if it continues in the same cycle of actually the real alt bull season starting after this happening, there's opportunity to make a ridiculous amount of money. And how you do that is by being very new to the new narratives when it comes to crypto. Narratives are basically groups of cryptocurrencies. So there are multiple different types of groups, but the ones that I'm personally extremely bullish on and where I'm putting a lot of my chips in are AI cryptocurrencies, real world asset cryptocurrencies, or RWA cryptocurrencies, as well as meme coins. Now, a lot of people might laugh at me, but meme coins make a ridiculous amount of money. Last bull cycle, I was able to turn $1,000 into over $200,000 multiple times with meme coins. These are coins that mean absolutely nothing. It was a dog. It was some coin that turned $1,000 into $280,000. It was the name of freaking Joe Rogan's dog. I don't know Joe Rogan. I've never watched one of his podcasts, but his dog made me multiple six figures. But I'm saying all that to say, those three are my top three narratives. I'm also looking at some gaming tokens as well. Last bull cycle, those did ridiculously good, but I just didn't catch on the wave of it. Maybe I'll try it out this year or this kind of bull cycle, because it did absolutely amazing for a bunch of people that I personally know. So the top narratives that I'm personally looking at, the top groups of cryptocurrencies that I'm heavily investing in, even right now, setting up for that full altcoin season. So like I said, the top narratives I'm personally going to be looking at are going to be AI coins, because those have been doing absolutely freaking amazing realistically, and I think it will only get better during this bull cycle, especially in altcoin season. So AI coins, real world asset coins, which is heavily backed by BlackRock. If you guys don't know who BlackRock is, y'all need to figure out. They own basically everything, and they're heavily backing RWA tokens or cryptocurrencies. So I want to be on their freaking team. Also gaming tokens, and definitely meme coins, because these things will absolutely print money in the 2024 bull run. Now, I'll have to make another video to go actually really in depth to show you guys specifically what coins I'm personally looking at buying. But if you guys want to be notified exactly when I buy any cryptocurrency, I'm talking about before they 10x, 15x, 100x, 200x, like we did literally, 3 weeks ago, you guys have to sign up for CryptFi. CryptFi gives you complete and total instant alerts as soon as I hop into any cryptocurrencies. I also let you guys have access to my entire crypto course, where if you know absolutely nothing about trading at all, this will take you from A to Z. Literally teaches you everything about crypto. It's an absolutely amazing place to be, a great community. We have other coaches in there, always answering questions, helping people like you turn small amounts of money into large amounts of money. So if that sounds interesting, hit the link down below to join CryptFi. But hopefully you guys got some value out of this video and understand my game plan, how I plan to absolutely abuse this bull market to make millions and millions and tens of millions of dollars if everything goes correctly during this altcoin season. If you enjoyed this video, I know you guys will enjoy this video right here. I broke down exactly how to literally turn $1,000 into over $100,000 specifically trading meme coins. So I'll see you guys in this video.